Okay, so breaking news happened. I'm going to end up uploading this video pretty late at night here on the East Coast, but I wanted to wait for things to get kind of official. It seems like it's pretty official at this point that Liam Cohen will be the next head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. The official details have not yet been ironed out of the contract, but it seems like it's going to get done. So, it seemed like it was going to go a different way earlier, so perhaps something crazy could happen. But barring a miracle, or I don't know what you would call it, barring something crazy, he will be the next head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's a really unique scenario that happens. So I'm going to get into everything that happened. First, I will mention real quick that I do have a movie channel with the Oscar nominations out. I made a couple videos kind of somewhat related to that. So if that seems like a kind of thing, check that out. The link is in the description below. But yeah, let's talk Liam Cohen, who I think was a really good offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers had a lot of success, and we saw, well, yes, they did add a very good center and a very good running back. We saw that they did a very good job at, I think there's really good play calling. I think this was a really good job by Cohen, and he deserves credit for coaching up a couple of those rookie players, right? The weird thing about this is kind of the events that have transpired. So I made a video a couple days ago with the Liam Cohen thing where it had come out that he had rejected the Jaguars head coaching job and instead was going to take a job with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to make him one of the highest paid coordinators in the NFL. Okay, cool. Betting on yourself, hoping things get better. What the weird thing was, the Jaguars then, almost immediately after this happened, fired their general manager, Trent Baalke, who had been heavily criticized for years. It was kind of a wonder he had stayed around so long. They decided to let him go and then essentially take another run at Liam Cohen. And at this point, in my opinion, Liam Cohen has done nothing wrong. Liam Cohen, took the offer that he wanted better. All of a sudden, the Jaguars get rid of a guy who I'm sure Cohen didn't want to work under and said, hey, if we're going to give you a better offer, we're going to give you more money. There's been rumors of he's getting a Ben Johnson type of contract, which is a lot of money for a head coach. Not just that, they're going to give him more power than a typical head coach gets, he can help pick the next general manager. So in theory, instead of kind of the general manager being above the head coach, it could be the other way around, where he's kind of the guy who's picking a general manager that will do what he wants to do. So there is a lot of more job security there and a lot of power there. Those are just rumors, but that's apparently what's happened. At this point, I'm kind of like, hey, I get it, okay? You took an offer that you thought would be better. You said, I'm going to stay in Tampa Bay. And then all of a sudden, a better offer came aboard. That's totally fine, right? No issues. I get it. It doesn't make you a hypocrite for saying you want to do one thing, and then if a better offer comes along, then deciding to do that other thing. Here's where things get a little bit weird, is a lot of reports have come out that Liam Cohen did not do a very good job, or really any job, of communicating what was going on with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers front office and their organization. He apparently called Todd Bowles essentially, if not before, I think it was like right before the interview was supposed to take place. He, I guess, drove up to Jacksonville to do the interview. Apparently, like right before the interview was supposed to take place, he called Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles was already aware of the fact that it was happening once he had done that, and that was the first communication Liam Cohen had made with anyone in the organization, with the Buccaneers, that maybe he was not going to stay with them. So again, had he just said, hey, guys, turns out a better offer is on the table, I'm going to consider that, I think a lot of people would say, yeah, I understand that. It seems a bit weird the way he's gone about this, and I don't know exactly why he wouldn't just tell them. Maybe this whole thing was just a ploy to get more money, get more power. I don't know. But again, if the reports are true and he's getting what he wanted for Jacksonville, from Jacksonville, he's completely nailed this situation. But just a bit of a weird thing to do, and it also is maybe not the smartest move in the sense of, hey, you might get more money, but kind of not going out very amicably. I think what that can do as well is teams are going to be less likely to hire you as an offensive coordinator in the NFL. He could probably get a college gig somewhere. He's coached college before, but it kind of feels like this Jaguars gig really has to work out. But again, if he's getting a big payday, maybe that's just it, and maybe he'll be fine. But yeah, definitely, I think rubs a lot of Buccaneers fans the wrong way. I am a Buccaneers fan. It kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit. Again, very good coach. I don't mind you taking the Jaguars job. It's a great offer, a lot of power, a lot of money. I get it. Who wouldn't take the job? If they offered me the job, I would do it, even if I said I want to stay with Tampa Bay, because it's more money and it's more power. I understand that things change. It's just the lack of communication that I think rubs a lot of Tampa Bay fans the wrong way. So we'll see how it works out for him in Jacksonville. Interestingly enough, there will be no revenge game anytime soon. They don't play each other. The Bucs and Jaguars don't play each other until 2027, barring a Super Bowl matchup, which seems unlikely, but not impossible. But yeah, and that would be in Jacksonville too. So, we'll even, who knows? Maybe Liam Cohen won't even be the Jaguars head coach by the time that he comes back to Tampa. Remains to be seen. Yeah, I mean, where are these two teams at now? For Tampa Bay, we'll take it from their perspective first before we get to Jacksonville. They'll probably be okay. I think Cohen's a good coach, and I think that they lose something with losing Liam Cohen. But at the same time, this is a very lucrative job at this point. The last two offensive coordinators have gotten head coaching gigs for Tampa Bay, so certainly it's something you want to look towards. There's a lot of offensive firepower. There's a good offensive line, a good quarterback. We'll see if Todd Bowles, what he decides to do, but he's really nailed the last two hires. Dave Canales seemingly he's the quarterback whisperer, right? With Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, and Bryce Young all getting considerably better once he gets there. So kind of nailed that pick. And then Liam Cohen had some really good X's and O's last year, even if the exit isn't too clean. So you have that situation. We'll see what he does. Kind of hard to not trust that they will at least get somebody good, but you never know. I do think they will lose something. I think Cohen is a very good X's and O's coach. For Liam Cohen in Jacksonville, again, I like him as a coach. I think this could work, although the question is with Jacksonville, are they just in a bit of a rough spot? The reality is Trevor Lawrence's contract has not kicked in yet, so he is there for a while. If Liam Cohen is going to work, it's going to be because he fixes Trevor Lawrence, or at least, fixes maybe isn't the right word, but he gets something out of Trevor Lawrence. If they can't do that, then he's not going to have a head coaching job in the next few years. Like his career is now tied to Trevor Lawrence, and as I mentioned, teams are going to be less likely to hire him after this whole debacle. It's at least going to be an issue. For example, if Todd Bowles was still here in 3 years and Cohen gets fired from the Jaguars, the Buccaneers would love to hire him back. But because of this situation, now they obviously won't, right? So it's never a good idea to burn bridges. Word of advice, always just call your employer if you're leaving your job. It's better for everybody. It's better for you, and it's better for them. So yeah, that's a really, really just kind of a crazy situation. I think for the Jaguars, again, it feels like owner Steve Keim is just kind of saying, like, let's go. Like, I want, like, we can't not get a decent head coach here. Head coaches matter. Let's just do what we can to get a good head coach. If I have to fire my GM and pay you a bunch of money and give you all this power, I'm going to do that, which that might be a mistake too, because, like, again, I really like what Liam Cohen did last year. He is kind of a one-year wonder, too, with a good offense. There is a little bit of a concern there. We don't know how he'll be as a head coach, right? Plenty of great X's and O's guys struggle when they get to being a head coach. So, although I believe he was, has he been a head coach before? I actually don't remember now. But he at least with Tampa Bay in the NFL has never been a head coach. Here, I'll quickly Wikipedia. I don't believe he was, but I should double check that real quick. But let's see. Yeah, no, he was not. I was correct. Wanted to make sure. No, he's never been a head coach in college. I don't follow college that closely, so I realized that could be wrong there. But those are my thoughts. Again, I'm not gonna. It is what it is. I know some people are gonna like hate Liam Cohen forever. I've already seen some comments like that. It's disappointing, but it is what it is. We'll see if it kind of better work out for him probably. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.